YouTube, fellas, what's good? It's your boy Swain back with another video, man. Let's get right into the topic. The reason why men should not cheat. Listen, fellas, cheating is destroying you. Cheating is ruining your life. Cheating is the reason why you cannot progress the way you want to as a man. Now, my reason for not cheating, I promise you, is not going to be the reason why a lot of you who are watching this video think it is, especially ladies. Okay? I know what you're thinking. Cheating is not correct morally. It's unethical. It's, you gave a woman your word. You're not loyal. You're not faithful. You're not a man of your word. You don't stand on business. You're not, uplifting the vows that you've given this woman and all of that type of shit. Fuck that. Fuck the moral, reasons of why you shouldn't cheat. My reason for why men should not cheat is simply because the stress that it causes, I'm telling you all, the stress that it causes you is just not fucking worth it. It's not worth it, bro. You have to understand that the reason you lie about cheating as a man is because you are afraid of the outcome of telling her the truth. And that outcome is that a lot of guys will lose out on a lot of ass. You're going to leave a lot of ass on the table when you tell women that you are not a monogamous man. That you want to have the freedom to date women the way you want to date women. You want to interact with women the way you want to interact with women. And the bottom line is, and the truth of the matter is that a lot of women are not going to go for that. And as a man, you have to be okay with it. And one of the hardest things that a lot of men deal with on a daily basis is knowing when to walk away from the woman that you care about, especially for the guys who fall in love. That's why they say, why do fools fall in love? Because when you are in love and you fall in love, you make foolish decisions. You make foolish choices that probably don't benefit you the best in the long run. See, as a man, you have to ask yourself, am I a monogamous man or am I not a monogamous man? Do I want to live the life of monogamy? And in my opinion, monogamy is very unnatural. It's not sustainable. It's never been proven to work. And on top of that, it's something that's new to the human species because it's only been around for like 10,000 years. Now, I've done the research on where monogamy comes from, and I thought monogamy was created by women. I thought it was an idea or something that women have created, but I was very wrong. Actually, men created monogamy. Men have been, for years, it has always been one man to multiple women. There's a reason why there are more women than men. This has always been a thing. And what happened was the men who were financially fit and who were at the top of the genetic gene pool, physically, because natural selection favored them, were the men who were sought after and got the majority of the women. This is where the idea comes from. It takes a village to raise a child. These men who were the alphas in society were marrying the women, getting them pregnant, and creating their legacies. The guys who could not compete, aka incels, were mad about this shit. They were mad that they were not able to be, desired. Women were not, seeking validation from these men. They didn't give these men attention. And it could be for a multitude of reasons. And the main two basically being they're not financially fit, didn't have shit to provide, and they're not favored genetically through natural selection, which caused these guys to be ostracized in society. And they wanted to level the playing field, so they created the idea of monogamy so that they could have an opportunity to compete. So by default, that's why you have marriage license. You can only be married to one woman at a time. And by default, these men were getting the leftovers of the women who were not able to, maintain a sustainable relationship with the guys that were sought after by the majority of the women. That's what the fuck has taken place. And this is why you have a lot of women who eventually get into relationships, especially a lot of married men. You have a lot of married men who are in relationships with women where these women really didn't want to marry these guys. A lot of the times, guys, women only come back for one reason, right? And that reason being that they could not find a replacement to replace you. It doesn't mean that she couldn't find a guy that she liked more than you. She just was not able to land the replacement, right? It could be for the reason he may not be a guy who believes in monogamy. Maybe he found another girl that he found more valuable to him than her. But whatever it is, I can promise you that in most cases, it's not because you were her number one choice. A lot of times women, when they break up with you and they seek other men, they're operating out of their hypergamous nature. For those of you all who are new to the channel, who are new to this content, hypergamy is just a woman's inclination to date up. She wants to date a higher value man than her and a higher value man than the man she dated previously. So she will do what it takes to seek this guy out or to find this guy. In the case that it does not work, her beta male orbiter, aka the guy who she left, who is still, chasing and seeking her validation, she keeps him in the friend zone, she will keep him around. Women, I'm telling you right now, fellas, that she may be with you, that may be your girlfriend, but she has a guy who she knows that if all else fails, I'm going to go get this guy. He's going to be my backup plan. It's almost like insurance. He's my insurance. He's my security plan. And I'm telling you that there will be a guy who's willing to wait in the shadows for your woman. There will be. He may not be the most handsome guy. He may not be the guy that gave her the best dick. But what he does have that you do not have is the ability to relinquish all his boundaries for the fact that he really genuinely wants and desires her, which is beneficial to her, but not beneficial to that man. And you don't want to be this guy, because what these women will do is toy with these men. They will disrespect them. They will give them transactional sex. They will belittle them. They will cheat on them in their marriage. The marriage will not be ran by him. It will be ran by her. She will have the upper hand. And these men will live in apology and sorrow for the rest of their fucking lives until they leave this woman, because she will always wake up and know that she settled for him. And that is a resentment that she will forever live with. This is something that people don't want to talk about. But this is on the other side of telling a woman that you would rather be monogamous and live a facade versus you being a man who says, you know what, I'm not worried about you leaving me. If you leave, you leave. And these guys who are willing to let down their guards and to relinquish their, I don't want to say relinquish, but are willing to lower the bar and not stand on business when it comes to their boundaries, they will regret this shit. These are the guys who can't say no. Right? These are the men who won't say no to women, although deep inside, they know that they're not monogamous. Everything will tell you that you're not monogamous. Your DNA will tell you that you're not monogamous. There's a reason why one man can impregnate the whole earth. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why women eventually, their eggs will eventually deplete and they won't have anymore and they'll go through menopause. There's a reason why a man can have babies to the day he dies, pretty much, as long as he's healthy. There's a reason for all of that shit. But what society wants to do is they want to hide it. They want to act like it doesn't exist. They want to use monogamy. See, a lot of men will. Let me just say this. The reason a lot of you all are monogamous is because you have things that have been put in place to keep you at bay and are created to guilt trip you. I told you our religion is just nothing but a fear tactic. It's based out of fear. A lot of people don't even really believe in a higher power. They just believe that they may go to hell. And this is why a lot of them will tell you out of fear, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I'm going to believe, because if I don't want to go to hell. I'm afraid to go to hell. Right? And then you have a lot of religions that will guilt trip you in the fact that if you are not monogamous and if you are dating other women, that's a sin, that you're going to go to hell, which is really funny to me, because the Bible will talk about how men in back in those days had multiple wives, which is a contradiction in a lot of ways, because you have a lot of Christians who adopt the mentality of men shouldn't date multiple women, which is fucking crazy to me. As a man, I believe that you're going to come to a crossroads one day and you have to decide, do you want to live the life of basically, like the guy I described, the guy who is not man enough to let the woman know that, hey, look, I'm not going for this shit. I don't want to do this. If you want to lead my life, lead my life. Hey, if you are going to be that guy who's not willing to let a girl walk out that door, then you're going to find yourself in a situation to where you are miserable. You're not interacting in your natural state as a man. You're not doing the things that you really want to do, which will be a constant battle daily, which will cause you to have higher cortisol levels and lower your testosterone levels. And there are proven facts that show you men who are in forced monogamous situations have lower testosterone levels than men who choose to be a bachelor and to be single and live their life at their own accord on their own terms. And this is just fucking facts. So in my opinion, guys, cheating is not worth it. The stress that it caused. I know when I was about 23, 24 years old, man, I was dating like 4 girls at the same time, and I was stressed as fuck. I was broke as shit because I wasn't focused on my goals. I was only trying to stay afloat because I was so stressed that these girls are going to find out about each other. I'm trying to spend time with her, trying to take her out. You're doing all of these things because you're afraid of them leaving you. And today I don't talk to none of them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even know where 2 of them are. I don't even know where they are. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, because you got to put yourself first. You can never put a woman before you. You can never put a woman before you. And one of the number one things when it comes to dating women that you must keep in mind, fellas, is that you have to be willing to walk away from her. Yes, the women you care about, you got to be willing to walk away from them. And this is why I say that men should never fall in love. Because you fall in love with a woman, you get blinded, and you no longer see reality, because now you're operating out of your feelings. Because when you fall in love, that's why it's called falling in love, right? You fall, right? The definition of fall is coming from a higher place to a lower place rapidly with no control. That's what you're doing. You have no control over decisions that you make. You have no control over the way that you're interacting in the dynamics with this woman. And this is why women want men to fall in love with them, because this is their playing field. This is when she can manipulate and control. I'm not saying that that's every woman's end goal, but women understand there's a reason why they want a man to do certain things. There's a reason why I want him to propose and get on one knee. I want him to bring me flowers. I want him to do all of these pointless things, because when she can get you to do pointless things, she now knows that you're no longer thinking for yourself. Now you're living for her. So now you're benefiting her, because it's happy wife, happy life. And like I've said, marriage really only benefits women and children. It does not benefit you as a man. Monogamy in itself doesn't benefit you as a man. It benefits the woman. It benefits the children. You're living with her. You're providing. You're protecting. You're all about her. She's benefiting. But I told you, every family man is a lesser version of himself prior to not being in that relationship with that woman. Some guys don't even know that they're lesser versions of themselves, because you make the ultimate sacrifice as a man. That's your ultimate sacrifice, being a family man, because you take from you so that they can have. Her ultimate sacrifice is giving birth. She takes from her so that child can live. That is what's going on. And in my opinion, if you don't have kids with a woman, you definitely ain't got no reason being with her on those terms to that extent, in my opinion. But hey, man, to each his own. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you a different viewpoint of the way you could be viewing the world that may benefit you better, because the way that society has given us is not working. So many men are fucked up because they have been guilt tripped into monogamy, into marriage, into living with women because religion told them to, their pastor told them to, their mother told them to. When all of these things are just constructs put into place because it keeps the world going in a way where they can monopolize and make money off of you. You give a marriage license, you have vows. You break those vows, now you need a divorce lawyer. He makes money. The divorce lawyer then goes to court. The judge settles out in court. You get child support and alimony. The courts and the county in which you're in gets a percentage of that child support. Now they're making money. Women are incentivized to leave you. This is why you have 70% of women filing for divorce, because they actually get more money when a man is not present. This fucks up the children because there's no directive, no masculine energy there to direct that child. And it also just fucks up the whole family structure. Women are the ones ruining family structure today. So when you think about marriage, how can you marry a woman, or how can you be with the woman in a monogamous way, especially when you're married, when she's incentivized to leave you? You understand what I'm saying? This is why it's so easy for them to up and walk away. Because usually men get the shorter end of the stick because society is gynocentric. It is geared to benefit the woman. That's what gynocentric means. So as a man, you really got to think about these things. So if you are cheating on a woman and you're trying to upkeep this facade and this fantasy, when in the reality you really want to, you give into your natural urge, which is to not be monogamous, which is to live your life in your own accord, you're going to be stressed the fuck out as a man. You're not going to grind as hard because your testosterone levels are going to be lower. And I told you all, testosterone is responsible for what? Hard work. We get gratification as men from hard work. The higher your testosterone levels are, you're going to work harder. You're going to want to go harder. You're going to be motivated to hit the gym. You're going to be motivated to grow your business, to work overtime at your job. You're going to be driven financially. You're going to be driven mentally, physically. You're just going to continue to grow each and every year. But you get a lot of these guys and they get into relationships and marriage. What happens to them? They get the dad bods. A lot of guys get dad bods when they what? Get married, when they become family men. If that's not a perfect illustration of what I'm talking about, I don't know what else to tell you. Because why? When you talk to a guy who has a dad bod, he's not lean, he's not jacked, he's not in shape. In a lot of cases, he's neglected himself physically. And you ask him why, man, I can't, I got kids. I got a wife, she don't want me in the gym. You understand what I'm saying? You can't live for her, bro. You can't. You can't live for her. So you'll be better off just letting her know, hey, look, I'm not a monogamous guy. And if she leaves, she leaves. But at least the women that stay, at least the women who do interact and deal with you understand where you're coming from and will more than likely bring you far less drama than a woman who is trying to convince you to see her point of view in life. If I know I'm not looking to get married and a woman is telling me she wants marriage, I don't even want to deal with you. Because see, here's what happens. Most of the time when a man and a woman gets in a relationship, a woman goes in a relationship thinking she can change that man. The man goes in a relationship hoping the woman don't change. Because a lot of the times women are dramatically different once you marry them. See, she'll do the little freaky shit, the little hoe shit, give you all the sex you want. But once you marry her, you get kids with her. She knows she got you locked in because, you know, she understands the gynocentricism of society. Then she starts using her pussy as a pawn to get you to do the things she wants you to do. Oh, and don't you cheat, because if you cheat, now guess what? You committed adultery, right? You cheated. Now, is it adultery? I don't know if it's adultery. Is it adultery? I don't even fucking know. But I know you cheated, right? So now she's gonna say, oh, you know, he's cheating on me. Right? Now, this infidelity, right? That's what it is. So now you just are gonna be accused of infidelity. Now she can go sue your ass and take your ass to court. Now you paying alimony. Now all the shit you work for, she getting half of that motherfucker. Because society is shaming the man for doing what's natural. And I've been told you all that anything that's natural of a man, society don't want you to have it. That's why you go to a job and you got a beard, they want you to cut that motherfucker off. Fuck that. That's why I grow my shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's very, very, very deep, man. You know, I can't go as deep as I want to go in every single video because I'll be talking forever. But at least you can watch my video and see my content, and I can give enough gems that'll open up your mind. And if you watch my content and you come back like, damn, that's true, bro. Yeah, I'm fucking up. Then I done my job. Yeah, I done my job. So to wrap up the video, man, cheating is not beneficial for you as a man. It's really not. Because the stress that it causes is not worth it. It's better for you to just let a woman know that, hey, look, hey, I'm not monogamous. Let her decide if she want to deal with it or not. But if you are a guy who's afraid to walk away from a woman you like or desire or care about, then you will continue to make fucked up decisions, and you will never reach the heights and the pinnacles that you are, designed and meant to meet. Choice is yours, bro. But that's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, fellas. Until next time, peace.